Hello and welcome back. How long till next game? Well, we're coming right up for you.
Yes, hello back. The question in the chat, most of them I answered. The question about Burn. Burn won against Boros Gideon, which was a kind of interesting brew. We saw Prowess, which is not Burn, but also a mono red deck.
Close enough.
And this one too against
Mardu Death Shadow.
Mardu Death Shadow. So,
yep. So both Burnish decks won. Yeah, we're coming up with around 5.
Jan, da. Den Jan auf der Seite. Also Jan auf unserer Seite, Gabriel, den Sarmiento auf die andere. Sorry about that.
We're getting players set up. Yeah, we have table number 4. Both players undefeated for our next feature match. And our backup table is table number 1. Also, of course, both players undefeated. We are already in round 5. 2 more rounds to go after this one. Of course, 128 players exactly were registered for round 1. So, yeah, just 7 rounds, right?
Yes, just 7 rounds. Einfach drüber wischen und der Sarmiento soll seine Playmate weggeben. Seine Playmate soll weggeben, der Rafaelo.
Alright. So, we don't have any deck lists yet for you.
No, so
we don't know what either player is playing. And here we go.
So we will
swap.
Show you to the shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling.
So here we go. Yeah, no, this is the wrong direction. You need to go up. Yeah, almost there. What is it? No.
Yeah.
What is happening? He is hitting the plus.
Yes.
Though.
No.
Okay,
he had to.
His fingers are too thick.
Yes.
So boss mode on camera.
I'm just giving direct answers to questions.
Yeah. I mean, we're like only 3 people. It's of course a lot of the cards. Portele, myself, Matthias, Hauser. We're here bringing you coverage live, and we have, of course, the man behind the camera doing good deeds for us, Thomas, who is
the hero without the cape.
Exactly. Who removed the sun from the feature match area and is now gonna grab the deck list for us. People are already shuffling and hopefully starting the game soon. 2 more rounds to go, so I think with of course 7-0 you can draw the last round. Will be interesting to see if 5-0, 6-0 you can draw. It will be interesting to see if you can draw after going 5-0. I'm not 100% certain.
7-7. Once again with feeding.
4. 3. Oh, Mexian.
Not enough.
What's our mobile live counter called? What's the name of the app?
I think it's very creative. It's called Magic Life Counter. And it's an Android app, and the symbol is a red life dice, 20-sided life dice, with the Phyrexian symbol. So you can find it this way.
Okay, I see Chase, Vendilion Click, Sacred Foundry.
The one side is burned, that's quite obvious.
And the other thing, I think it's Jeskai. Some flavor of Jeskai. Probably control-ish build, because there's Chase and Vendilion Click.
Jeskai question mark. Let's see what's coming up.
Probably Jeskai control.
Probably.
Maybe some. I mean, he's probably playing Stonefish Mystic, right?
There is a Jeskai Stoneblade. Maybe
that's him.
That would be cool.
So
we have a mulligan from Jan,
who of course lost the die roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, 1 pile shuffle. That's okay. Don't do 2.
Yeah, it gives Thomas time to bring us the deck list,
Yeah.
so we don't need to talk in the dark during the match.
I see a lot of lands in Rafael's hand.
Yeah,
And of course the Chase the Mind Sculptor. And I
Three-
think there is one Vendilion click.
3
don't-
lands or 4 lands? 3
It
lands.
might be even 5 lands.
What? No.
There is
Stomping Ground, Hell's
is-
Fountain,
Sacred Foundry.
Sacred Foundry.
Is it
Scal-
basic? Is it
The
basic
Scalding
line?
Tarn.
Okay.
The first is a Scalding Tarn.
Might be 4 lands. Might be 5. He has Vendilion click and Chase and 1 unknown card to us. So either a land or a spell. There are not any more options. So I think it's, I don't know. Never mind. Not gonna guess anymore. Just gonna embarrass myself.
Do that. It's for entertainment purpose.
So Rafael is on the play against Burn Play Homologans. So we're getting deck lists right now. Rafael, he is running. I see a Better Skull. I see Stonefish Mystics. Okay, so I think he's just a Jeskai Stoneblade. The one-off Jeskai Stoneblade. He's running 4 Path to Exile, 4 Lightning Bolts, 2 Mana Leaks, 3 Opts, 1 Spell Snare. The full package of both Stoneforge Mystic and Snap Custom Mage. He has 1 Better Skull and 1 Sword of Feast and Famine to grab. 2 Force of Negation, 2 Cryptic Commands, 2 Teferi Time Reveler, 1 Resto Angel, 2 Chase the Mind Sculptor, 2 Spell Queller, and Vendilion Click. Leads off with Sacred Foundry tapped, Aeon with Sacred Foundry untapped.
And Goblin Guide in your face. And a Mana
Mana
Leak. Okay. So, you're right, he has a basic island in his hand. Rafaelo. So,
Draws the Mana Lake.
that's nice interaction now, because he can fetch after the reveal if you don't
Yeah.
want the card.
Yeah, on the other hand,
He needs to...
he probably has to fetch if he wants to play the Mana Lake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question is, does he need to counter this, or does he actually care about it? He
Okay,
doesn't
apparently
care.
he doesn't care about it. Takes 1 damage. Cracks a fetch land. Is he countering the second spell? I think he's countering the second one. Seems like it. Yeah. There goes the Mana Leak. And we'll get hit for 3. Going down to 14. Let's see what the Goblin Guide reveals. A land.
That's okay.
Steam lands down to 14.
Does his deck has any mass removal?
No, I don't think.
No.
No. Only spot removal, only paths, lightning bolts. Not even in the sideboards.
Okay. That can be a problem.
Yeah, well.
actually.
I think he just needs to go Stoneforge Mystic Battle Skull, right?
And everything is fine.
He,
Then
he does have the Vendilion click in hand, passes the turn. Another land from Jan. And an attack, another Goblin Guard reveal. Oh,
The
there's a Battle
Better
Skull.
Skull
And we know that Rafaelo has enough lands.
to hardcast it
To hardcast it.
sometime in the future,
Yeah, I mean, he does play a blocker now, which... Yeah.
which maybe can't block because they will meet some removal. Searing Place maybe. Even a Searing Place without a fetch land is good enough.
Yeah. We'll see. Well, Lightning
And
Helix
Lightning
before
Hex.
blockers. Oh, is it in response to the ability? Okay.
Rafaelo pointed on Jan to reveal his hand.
Okay. That's wrong plus button. Yeah, go to 20 exactly. Yeah. And thinking about it.
Riftbolt and a Lava Spike.
Yeah. I was like, what card is this?
Yeah,
But
it's
the
a new
ultimate.
art.
It's Ultimate
new
Masters,
artwork.
right?
It's the Ultimate Masters artwork, right? So
Do you take anything here?
it's 6 damage. Yeah. And
You're down to 14 already.
yeah, and you have the chance to give him a land.
Yeah, I think there's not a lot of cards that are worse than
3 damage.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, he's going down to 10 because of the prowess trigger. He's now suspending the
then
Rift Bolt.
Jan is down to 19 again.
So at like 7.
Okay, 19 to 10. Maybe it doesn't matter.
He's already in a tough spot.
Yes, and they still have.
The thing is, Chase Bounce doesn't accomplish anything here
Yeah,
either.
and he has 3 lands in hand, and the chase, and the Battle Skull, and one card I'm not sure about. So, what was it?
I don't know. I just can seem to make out the card. Oh, we figured it out. Is it a sword? Is it the sword?
If it's the
Decent
sword
fan.
and the Battle Skull, then he's as good as gone.
Okay, passes the turn.
Yeah, then he has no interaction.
Okay, 3 to the face, go to 7, 4 on board. Any 3 damage spell would do it.
And he has
Even a 2 damage spell will do it.
Yes.
Lava Dart. No.
Suspend.
Why?
That's odd.
That's
That's odd. I mean,
Is he playing around another mana league? I mean, now the spell queller can eat the Rift Bolt when it's coming out of suspend.
yes. Is it a
It's a Gideon spellbook Path to Exile.
Oh wow. I
Okay.
never have.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
No. So only takes 2 damage.
Yeah,
going to
the
5. Spell Queller can eat the Rift Bolt and is a blocker for the Goblin Guide.
Yeah, but the Swift Spear should be removed from the game, right?
Yeah, it's in the
It should
exile.
be in exile.
Probably,
I mean, there are
probably
no cards
doesn't-
that will
yeah.
interact with the graveyard, so it's
In-
not going to be relevant, but still.
In both decks not, so it's not relevant. Okay. Rafaelo has, of course, Snapcaster Mage, but doesn't interact with the opponent's graveyard.
And not with and doesn't with creatures, so so what's the plan here? Yeah, read that card. So he has 2 options here. He either plays the land, spell quells the card.
Yeah, I think
And then has a
that's the
blocker.
line. Battle Skull is too risky. If you Battle Skull and gets 3 to the face, every burn spell kills him. Because then
On
he's
the other hand, a burn spell kills him the other way around as
No.
well.
why?
You kill the spell queller,
The Spell Queller has 4 toughness?
3 toughness.
3
You
toughness.
kill the spell queller, you Rift Bolt to the face, and then the
And-
Goblin Guide finishes him off. So I think he
Okay,
Okay.
he goes for the Spell Queller route.
maybe he doesn't have an untapped land then. We're discussing a moo point here.
I thought...
Oh, Skullcrack. Yeah. Is it end of turn Skullcrack, right? Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to let that just...
Yeah, that's
Okay.
wrong.
Why is he... Yeah, I mean, it's either way. No.
No, it's not either way.
No,
Because
the other...
Skull-
Yeah, because the Goblin
Skullcrank-
Guide can attack now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now he kills the Spell Queller.
Gets the
Shoots
Skull
3 to the
back
fast.
and kills him with the... Yes.
Yeah. That was definitely misplay.
Yes.
Yeah, kill that one. Get the Skullcrack back.
Shoot you to 2. And now you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know why he...
Maybe I would love to see his draw step, if it would have mattered, but
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, well, definitely misplay on Rafaelo's part.
Yeah.
Should have let the Skullcrack resolve, go down to 2, upkeep, eat the Rift Bolt with his Spell Queller. Then he would have had a blocker.
and hope that the top card is not a removal spell
Yeah,
or a burn spell, which does 3 damage to a creature.
yeah. I mean, what's this? Yeah, I mean, then he can play Chase plus the opponent. I mean, he's a long way away from winning the game either way.
Yes.
I
And
think maybe the line is just
Battle Skull Prey.
put Battle Skull into play, hope he doesn't have it, and then you can win the game. Because even the line we put together is just dead to any burn spell from the top.
Yeah.
in like over the next 3 rounds or something like that.
And even if you use the chase to plus and put cards on the bottom, you are not safe.
Yeah, you're basically dead to anything. So let's take a look at the sideboards.
Okay, I start
go
with
first?
Jan because it's more easier, I think. You have Searing Blaze, Deflecting Palm, Path to Exile, Shattering Spree, Skullcrack, Smash the Smithereen, Stony Silence, and Rest in Peace. You probably bring in...
Smashes probably. I mean, he saw Better Skull, right?
Yeah, Smash the Smithereens, maybe not even all 3.
Yeah, I mean, Skullcrack is pretty good because even if he gets down Better Skull, you can still deny
burn
life
through
gain.
it. Yeah,
I think it's a good card.
Yeah,
I think it would
possible from 6 to 9 cards. You even could bring Path to Exile, but I think it's overkill.
Yeah, I don't think you need that. Rafaelo has 2 Abrades, 2 Stone Silences. Those are not gonna come in. 3 Geist of Saint Draft. Interesting. Most certainly 2 timely reinforcements. They will join his team. 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Celestial Purges.
He boarded out Chases.
I love it. You're like
Yeah, he boarded
moving
out
your head again.
Chases, Swords, Cryptic Commands, even 1 Stoneforge Mystic, I thought. So
He bought it out Stoneforge Mystic?
yeah, at least 1.
Wow. Okay, I mean. Okay. So their handle. At least Rafaelo's handling the device.
Yeah.
The Stoneforge Mystic decks cannot convince me so far. Well, he didn't have Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
Yeah, it's a what a lot of people said already. Stoneforge Mystic is a good card, but it's not an impressive card. It's a 2 mana, 2 drop, which searches equipment, and you need another turn to play that equipment. And if it's not a Better Skull, you don't even have a creature. And if it's Better Skull, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I think Rafaelo would love to see a Stoneforge Mystic in his opening hand either way, even if it can get removed easily. So
yeah,
especially if he's on the play now. I mean, even if you go Stoneforge Mystic, grab Better Skull, and the opponent removes the Stoneforge Mystic, you're up a card, and you know you have Better Skull in your hand. So we'll see. What do you think he boarded out, like Rafaelo? Maybe cryptic
Crypto command I told Teferi, Chases. I saw a sword boarding out.
Yeah, okay, sort of Feast and Famine. I mean, if he gets down a Better Skull, that's
enough. And he also boarded out at least one Stoneforge Mystic. Because, I mean, the chances that Stoneforge Mystic survives are very low.
Okay, he has Skies of Saint Draft in his deck. He boarded them in. At least 1, I mean.
Yeah.
Odds are he boarded in more, but he has 1 in his hand. So is Jan taking a mulligan?
Yeah.
I think he is, right?
But
Lightning Bolts, Inspiring Vantage, Lightning Bolt.
Okay,
Fetch
so he's
lands,
9 damage and 3. Okay,
Yeah,
4
but that's
lands,
it.
4 lands and 3 lightning bolts.
Okay, puts the land on the bottom. So, Inspiring Vantage, attack with Goblin Guide, there's a land on top. Takes Scalding Turn. He has Lightning Bolt in hand, I think, as removal.
Yes, he has 1.
Okay, I mean, he's... Okay, he's not going for the fetch land. He has Spell Snare and Lightning Bolt now, so he can kill the Goblin Guide
Guide
after it
and
attacked and
even
counter
counter
potential 2-drop.
which an Eidolon would be a great counter target.
Okay. There's of course the attack.
Mana Leak.
Leak on top, which is also a decent card here if Rafaelo manages to snap wrong
Nice
card.
try.
2 mana cards. So
Burn is a question from the chat. If Burn is a good choice for this weekend or for this week. Burn is a straight deck. Didn't lose anything. The meta game is a bit in a flux. A lot of people trying things out. Which Stoneforge Mystic?
yeah,
You have the burn spells to answer Stoneforge Mystic main deck, and you have Searing Blaze to get an even value out of it. So I think it's a good deck at least. And the metagame shows it. There's a second play deck in the tournament.
behind Chant of course.
Yes.
So no play on turn 2 from Jan. He's passing the turn. Rafaelo cracking the fetch land.
Yeah, I mean, Jan didn't draw obviously a creature, and he has a lot of burn, so he don't need to hurry.
Yeah, I think I saw. There's the Lightning Helix that I saw earlier.
Yeah.
So I think it was another land for Rafaelo. He has a lot of lands there. So he's not putting down the Geists just yet because he wants to leave Mana Leak up, of course.
Yeah, and he can play it both next turn because he has the lands.
Yeah, and he still has Spell Snare. I think we'll be happy to
just
to
take
counter
this.
that.
Why?
I mean, maybe he's still on 17 life.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
he wants to hit like
I would take that.
or something like that.
I would take that because Skull Track, if you ever got to a better skull, is a better target. Or maybe
Eidolon is just
Eidolon
is better card, yeah.
Still a better card, and yeah, I mean it's a 6 life swing, but I think I wouldn't care at that point.
Yeah, maybe he is thinking indeed about the life gained here, because as we know, probably next turn, the Geist is coming down.
Yeah.
With Mana Leak backup. So that was of course end of turn. Passes the turn. We'll see if Jan can come up with the creature. Of course, would love another land. Okay, passes the turn. Yeah, just deal with Mystic as soon as it enters the battlefield and kill them before turn 5. Yeah. So, just the usual plan.
Yeah, and even if you don't kill them before turn 5, they don't need to have all their end drops, and then you still have Skullcrag and Master Smithereens in the board.
Yeah. So, untaps, and I assume... Oh, there's Snapcaster Mage as well now.
So many options.
I still think you want to get on the board now.
Yeah. I mean, Jan does more or less nothing. That's nice from him, but it won't be forever that way.
Chooses to pass the turn once again, doesn't want to shock himself.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
If Jan starts now to... Okay, he cracks that. That's fine.
Yeah, once more cards in hand. He does know about the Mana Leak.
Yeah.
Although with land now in the graveyards, I don't think it will be possible to play. I don't think it will be possible for him to play around it.
No.
So one spell would get hit by the Mana Leak. Seems like he passed the turn. End of turn opt from Rafaelo. Uses the Scry. And there's a Spell Queller.
That's
another pretty good draw.
Yeah. I mean, Rafaelo now with Spell Queller and Snapcaster Mage just can hold back all the time.
Yeah, okay, now with the Timely Reinforcement drawn, he's on the offense. He goes, I think he goes for the Geist now. Yeah, here it is. Because he now has Mana Leak, he has Snapcaster Mage, and he has Spell Queller. Like lightning bolt to the face end of turn. I don't know if
Yeah, probably.
Sarmiento lets it resolve. He's still thinking about it. I mean, Spellquill is a good card, but we saw in the last game it's kind of risky. If you counter the burn spell, then the Spellquiller gets killed.
Think
Hmm.
this is counterworthy.
Yeah, this is 4 damage.
Yeah, and it's
And you're already down to 11.
yeah.
All at the end of Rafaelo's turn. He's now praying. Please let me untap once more.
Yes, because
With timely reinforcement.
I mean, if only a bad permanent, as far like an Eidolon could be a problem because it's a blocker, and if it doesn't block, it makes all his spells do damage. But anything else, if he don't die now, which is very unlikely, he gets life and counters and everything. Oh, only life because he has more
Yeah, he
creatures.
has more creatures
but
actually.
Life is enough at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, plus he has Snap Custom Mage. So even if he somehow falls too low, he'll be able to gain 6 life again.
Okay. Jan really tries to burn him out, which is
Yeah, of course, it's his only winning play, right?
Solving line, but I don't know why he. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to face untapped spell.
Yeah, I mean, he has to do it now.
So 5.
Down to 5. And I think he has enough burn in hand to kill him, but as we know, Rafaelo will gain 6 life now. Oh, he actually has 10. I think he has 10 damage in hand.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, yeah, there's timely reinforcement, go up to 11, which is
Enough
enough
at the
for
moment.
now. And I mean, he now has Snap Custom Mage and Spell Queller.
But yeah, timely is not a permanent.
So he actually now can go Spell Queller your spell, untap Snap Custom Mage, another timely reinforcement.
Yeah. I think this game is over for Jan, actually.
Yeah. I think if Rafaelo doesn't make like a huge misplay,
Yeah.
then
I mean, now he goes to 10, which is critically
yeah,
number,
so
as we know, but
still
yeah.
the shields are up, so
yeah, at the moment, yeah, it is because he has a spell snare in the.
he has spell snares.
so
He has.
He doesn't need 2 mana to counter something.
Yeah. He even has the Spell Queller, so. And he now untaps another land. Attack for 6, put him down to 10. Passes the turn. So he has 6 power on board and 4 power in hand. I think, yeah, this is easy counter.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden Jan has to shoot creatures. I mean, he doesn't know it now, but if he fetches and then there's a Spell Queller. Okay, I would let that one resolve, yeah.
Yeah.
He has 1 more card in hand.
So
Fetch, go down to 9. So
he has 8 damage on board. So Jan has another turn.
for now, I mean,
Yeah, probably he won't get any damage.
no, but Rafaelo has
Has burn spell in his deck.
no, but he also has Spell Quill in hand.
Ah, yeah,
He can just play it.
without target, right?
Yeah, he eats this one now.
Yeah.
Pass the
Okay.
turn,
And
so
his
it's
1.
8
Okay.
power. Have you seen his last card in hand? Maybe does he have nothing? Attack with everything. Yeah. That's 10 damage.
Yeah. So we are on a game 3.
Yeah.
For all the people in the chat who are thinking about Stoneforge Mystic or Burn or whatever. Yeah, Rafaelo playing Stoneblade, but winning with the Jeskai package.
Yeah.
Actually, without any Stoneblade at all. I mean, he even boarded one out. We were wondering about it, but yeah, as we said during the match, with Burn you have so many outs on
Yeah.
on the mythic
We can take a
itself.
look at his sideboard now. He has the 2 Cryptics Chase and the Teferis. He's now thinking about boarding Stoneforge Mystic back in. The Sword of Feast and Famine is also in the sideboard. He has, of course, the Stony Silences
Yeah,
in the sideboard as well.
and the rest in
No
pieces.
surprise. Yep.
Yeah.
So, Jan on the play in game 3.
Yeah.
I don't think he could have made any like huge plays in this game. He went for end of turn burn spells.
Yeah.
Tried to tap Rafaelo out. It wasn't enough.
His hand was okay, but never great. He couldn't commit creatures on the board to pressure him constantly.
Yeah,
And
I think that was exactly the point. He didn't
and
have any creatures.
Yeah, and Rafaelo had constant line drops, and he was never really under pressure. It was just, yeah, I play something, you play something,
Yeah.
I get a bit of damage, and I advance.
Yeah, exactly. He was using his life buff as a resource. With only burn spells on the onside, he couldn't quite get the job done. And of course, timely reinforcement, 3 mana, gain 6 life. Also not a bad deal in this matchup.
Yes.
We'll see if maybe in the 3rd game, Rafaelo can produce some tokens with them as well. So both players still shuffling. Chad is talking about which stacks to play. Green or Bulletron.
and which decks are easy to play or not easy to play. Yeah, Escape Shift can be an easy game play because you don't have that many, because you don't have nearly no instant interaction.
Yeah, but even then, sequencing is very important.
Yes.
So
Easy
Magic is an easy game to play in
Yes.
general. I have to agree with that.
you need to know what to do, and you need to at least know roughly what your opponent wants to do. Otherwise, you're
Yeah, but even with linear strategies, you need to know your sequencing
and
what your
and you
opponent
need
can do.
then
Celestial Purge.
then you need more to know what the opponent's decks are doing, because your
Yeah.
linear strategy can be foiled by some plays, and you need to know what these plans are.
Yeah. Jan sadly is taking another mulligan here. I think he means humans.
Yeah,
We all love humans.
we're all humans in the end, aren't we?
Hopefully, I'm
Love-
not a robot.
Love, peace, and unity.
Jan, unfortunately, again with a mulligan. He's on the play. And as we know, Burn is a quantity deck because there's so many
And normally
interchangeable pieces.
normally don't need to mulligan, because if you have 1 to 2 lands, you can operate. But as far as I saw it, his starting 7 didn't contain 1 land, so that's an easy mulligan, but it's a problem.
Sarmiento with 2 lands, Celestial Purge, I think Spell Snare in hand, so already 1 mana into action for turn 2. Removal spell against the creatures of Jan. And if he has a threat, as he did in game 2, I think he's in good shape for this one. Is his last card? Oh yeah, and he has timely reinforcement. This is
Yes.
a perfect hand for Rafaelo. Jan
There-
with
There's the Eidolon.
Eidolon. Skew the critics.
Critics,
Sun-baked Canyon, right?
yeah, and
Skullcrack.
Skullcrack is the front card.
He has to put 1 card back. I don't think he can put back a spell.
He play. Oh, it's a bell. He thinks
Oh,
about
his Eidolon. Now he has double Eidolon. Never mind. He only has 2 lands. I thought he had 3 lands, but I was clearly mistaken. Fetches for Sacred Foundry, or does he have a play here? Turn 1. Sacred Foundry. And Suspense Rift Bolt. We've seen that one already. And Rafaelo with the Stoneforge Mystic. Plays Sculling Charm, passes the turn. Pile shuffling after mulligan is not allowed. I think you can mulligan once per pile shuffle once per.
match.
I'm pretty sure it's per game.
Per game, yes, per game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thinking about, I think he drew Monastery Swift Spear. Goes for Sunbaked Canyon. Thinks about playing Eidolon first. But as we know, Sarmiento is ready with, goes for Eidolon, which is perfect for Sarmiento, who has spells in her hand already.
Goes for the basic island.
Yeah, of course.
No need to do something else.
Yeah. Okay, passes the turn. Another land for Sarmiento. I think he was on 2. We'll be happy that now he's on 3. Questions if he takes 2 here from his land. No, decides to play it on.
There's no need.
Tap.
I mean, he doesn't have any interaction. He could play Opt and hope to get another spell snare.
I mean, he has Celestial Perch in hand. And it will be awkward if Jan now plays a creature. Although... Oh, there's another island.
Yeah, we knew about it.
If he has response with Opt.
To not get any damage. Doesn't want that card. Takes another mystery card.
So, what's the draw? Island. There's an anti-plant for him. But I think he wants to go for Celestial Perch. Probably let Jan take some damage if he plays a creature here.
Yeah.
From his own Eidolon.
Jan needs to do.
Yeah.
Because he has the Mythic in hand.
There's Skullcrack and Monastery Swift Spear. So there will be Swift Spear coming down this turn. 3 damage to Jan. He goes down to 12. 2 damage to Jan, sorry. Goes down to 12. 13. Why am I saying 12? And Rafaelo is ready with the Celestial Perch. Jan is thinking about playing the Skullcrack.
Just for the
additional damage.
Yeah. He could attack first.
I'm not sure what his last card in hand is. I mean, he has 1 Skullcrack, we're sure about that.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what the other card is. Rafaelo still on 16 life.
Yeah. Only attack with the...
Okay, he's playing around Condam or stuff like, or Snap Custom
Snap
Edge.
Custom Edge.
Yeah.
Flash Snap Custom Edge for the block would be a quite nice play. So now there's no interaction. Now he thinks about
Perching the...
No, the Skullcrack. And that's quite good for
Rafaelo.
Because he takes the 3 damage, and end of turn he will remove the Eidolon.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I think that's
which
the right
still brings him down to 9 in the end, which is not great. But yeah, that's the way it is.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
And we know he has Stoneforge Mystic in hand, right? Ah, okay. I think he played the Celestial Perch and his opponent grabbed his deck. I think he thought the Island was getting pathed.
So now going...
Okay, going up to 15
getting 3
creatures.
blockers.
The opponent has 1 card in hand. So... And there's a Force of Negation in hand. That's a pretty good spot. Their Braid is still dead because there's no red source, but I don't think he minds too much at this point. Still far ahead. Goblin Guard may do attack here. 3 to the face, go down to 12. Maybe if you attack 0, I would just triple block. I think, draw the card.
Triple block the Swift Spear? Or the...
you can just block like this.
Yeah, getting 2.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Rafaelo is pretty far ahead in this one. Draws a Geist of Centraft. As Stoneforge, I think you're good for the Stoneforge Mystic here. You have Stoneforge Mystic. You have Force.
Yeah.
Okay, goes for the Geist.
And goes for the face.
Goes for the attack.
No fear here.
Interesting, because a spell would now mean that Jan can attack, because the prowess would trigger.
Judge.
Judge? Who's denn a judge?
We have a judge call in the second feature match area. Table, whatever.
So, okay, he's just playing. Yeah.
Operating.
A braid. So both players on 9. One has 7 powers in play, the other has no power in play.
Operating in the upkeep. So that...
Okay. Does he have a blue card? No, he has no blue card, so Force isn't live, but I don't think there's anything Jan can do here. Suspense Riftbolt. Okay.
No hard
Now
cards.
his Mana League ends Force up, which means he can counter the Riftbolt and still have Mana League up for whatever
So
Jan is doing.
on 2.
Yeah, this
game
game
is
and
over.
this match is over.
Yeah.
Guys, is OP, please nerf. Yeah, guys, can play it again here.
So 3 to
damage, 3 damage to the face. Yeah, he can even let that one resolve.
you. Yeah, now 2 lightning bolts.
Yeah, but he has 2 counter spells.
Yes,
So
but the hope is...
yeah, and it's still like I can get there.
Yeah.
This is not gonna be good enough.
No. And it gets
There's already
even mana lead.
yeah.
Oh,
Skew
it's
the
Skew the
critics. Force. And there's the handshake. Rafaelo Sarmiento wins 2-1 against Burn.
Yeah, and Gabriel with Burn.
Yeah. Rafaelo had Stoneforge Mystic,
Yeah.
opted not to play it, went for the safer creature with Geist instead.
Yeah.
And yeah, was able to counter key spells and then finish off Jan in the race.
Yeah. So the Jeskai Stoneblade deck could also be just a regular Jeskai control deck, Jeskai Geist deck.
Featuring Squire. That doesn't get played a lot.
Yes. So that's an not big of a change here.
Hello, we're back in the booth.
Yeah.
Or rather,
Still here.
the outside area here. Yep, that was already around 5.
Yes, rounds are going fast. I know there was a judge call on the other table, but I have no clue how the standings are there or anything else. We have a bit of a hassle around here at the moment, so Thomas is not in reach, so
Yeah.
I can't even check that. I could go myself to check it. Can I leave you alone for a second?
Of course.
I'm back.
So
I'll be back.
Patrick will be right back, like a good Austrian always is. Yeah, 5 rounds of Modern are almost behind us. We have 2 more rounds. We have exactly 128 players who started at round 1, which means, of course, exactly 7 rounds. And, of course, after Swiss, we will be bringing you the top 8 live. We will have a bit of a delay between round 7 and the quarterfinals, because their scene will be moved. We will be playing the top 8 in our local store. We're currently at Haus der Begegnung in Vienna, just around the corner from our store. But the top 8, of course, will be played at Spielraum. For anyone interested in deck lists, metagame and stuff, make sure to check out our website. We have the links posted down here. We will keep you updated as much as possible. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. So far, I'm having a good time. Patrick is having hopefully a good time. It is a bit stressful. We're only 3 people, but we're trying to bring you the best coverage as possible. We have 8.5 minutes left in the round. The other table, as was said earlier, was calling a judge, so we are still waiting for updates there. I can take a quick look at standings. After the round, we had, I think, 4 tables with undefeated players. Our backup table is, of course, table number 1. We just saw table number 4. Metagame Breakdown was already covered by Patrick and myself earlier. Hello from Ohio, USA. Nice that you're joining us here for our Modern Mythic Championship. We're bringing you coverage from the whole tournament. And yeah, hopefully some more spicy brews for the last rounds. I personally would love to see a Soul Herder deck. Unfortunately, we don't have any clues how the individual decks are performing, so we'll be taking a guess at which tables we want to feature, usually undefeated ones. You want to go over the metagame once again. We do have Chunt in first place with 18 players playing the deck. Of course, Ren and 6 being a huge addition from Modders and Masters to that deck. On our second spot concerning the metagame is Burn, and on third place, Blue-White Control. Patrick's back from the feature match area.
Sorry, it took me some time. The judge call was because the matchup is Ursa top the sword against Hardened Scales Affinity,
Okay.
and the Hardened Scales had a problem with the triggers on the stacks in response of the sword trigger sacking a permanent to the spine, getting counters on the on his walking ballista to start shooting and so on. But
Okay.
they are in game 3 and they have a very complicated game state, and they have now 4 minutes extra, but we won't.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something we want to
we
move
want to
over to the other
transfer
table.
with all the dices on all his cards. It's
Okay.
It's a mess out there, so we will keep it that way.
Okay, people were asking us to go over the metagame breakdown once again. I was already talking about our top 3 decks being Chunt, Burn, and of course Blue-White Control, featuring of course Stonefetch Mystic. We have Urza top the sword as in our backup feature match area on place number 4 with 8 people playing that.
Yeah.
Titan Shift and Green Tron with 7 and 6 players respectively on place 5 and 6. And Hardened Scales Affinity with only 4 people playing that on place 7. And we have like a whole bunch of different decks. If I see on the spreadsheet, we have 43 different deck types
44
labeled.
actually, but yeah, we have 44 because 2 of them are on the Mr. section Brew, where
Okay.
Thomas couldn't make out what it should do, his deck, so it's just called Brew.
I was like, what's that?
Yeah, we have 2 brews, which, yeah, so we have 44 different deck types, which is, when you think about 128 players, it's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of different decks, but yeah, speaks for the formats. As always, people can play basically whatever they want. Of course, we do have our top contenders, but it's nice to see that, especially after the last few weeks, we don't have like 25% share of one deck.
Yes, that's
Talking
nice.
about you,
I mean, I think the metagame will eventually get more focused again. Now, I mean, the ban was yesterday, yeah. People knew it since Monday, so they could prepare, but not everybody had Stonefetch Mystics. Stonefetch Mystics spiked a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in the 60-70 euro range. Now it's a bit down again because it gets more reasonable, but yeah.
Yeah, and even if you are not concerned with Stonefetch Mystic, banning Faithless Looting obviously had a huge impact. Hogak was kind of, everyone expected that, I think.
Yeah. But
whoever did not is lying to themselves, so.
Yeah. But Faithless Looting is of course, it was more important for the bannings because people didn't think about it.
Yeah, there was like one ban circle before that, and where people were really expecting Faithless Looting to get banned.
With the hollowed one.
Yeah, it didn't get the X back then.
And
now ban it.
And they said then that they don't want to ban it because they don't think it's restricted deck. So on the other hand, it broadens the possibilities. But now they recognize it's just too strong, and it broadens the possibilities of graveyard decks.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they want to move a bit away of that. We've seen graveyard decks overperform in Modern for quite some time now. I mean, we had the Hogak deck, of course, but even before that, Dredge and, as you pointed out, Hollow One, they were among the top contenders, if not the strongest decks in Modern.
Yeah.
Will be nice to see if we move away from that and maybe artifact decks can become king again.
Yeah, or
Junt.
Or Junt and Burn. I mean, they're top contenders today. We have had Junt only very briefly on the stream, and I don't know how good they perform. Overall, we will see.
Yeah, we
at
still
least in the top 8. What's
yeah, we
there?
still have 2 more rounds before top 8. So
yeah.
What do you think about Titan Shift being among the top decks being played? I mean, we saw it on stream.
I think it's a very powerful deck. It has a very straightforward game plan, but it doesn't take a lot of splash damage. I mean, people expect Ursatron, so you get the splash damage from the land removal.
Yeah, especially Blood Moon, right?
Yeah, but everything except of Blood Moon, you don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, it lowers your critical mass of lands, but yeah, okay, you take one turn longer, but he used 3 mana to destroy land from, and yeah, he's also slower.
Yeah.
Or he takes 1 land of his to destroy 1 land of yours, and then you probably going to get another land because it was Ghost Quarter or Field of Ruin.
Yeah.
And you don't care about those.
Yeah. I think it's a particularly good pick if you expect a lot of Junt.
Yeah.
I think you're decently favored there.
With Junt, they can disrupt your hand a lot. And you can slow you down, but in the end, your top decks are just game winning. Yeah. If you top deck the right card, you win the game, and the decks now have 5 to 6 scape shift plus the 4 Titans, so they have 10 game winners in the main deck. And yeah,
even if a hand gets stripped, you just strip off the top of your library, so you don't care that much about like discard spells.
Exactly.
Decks do maybe.
And if the game goes long, and with Junt it probably goes long if they don't have a fast big Tarmogoyf, then you naturally drop lands and activate Valakut that way and start shooting all the little stuff or his face.
Yeah. People are asking, someone points out, he sold Goblin Lore and Burning Inquiry. Can anyone explain why you buy Hollow One cards now? Well, I think it's still a powerful deck. I mean, it's not something I would play because I love Magic for making me think and making me think about possible lines, and there's nothing I despise more than like roll a dice, see what comes up, and then let's do that.
You don't like to play
no,
by
I
chance.
don't like the random effects.
Yes,
you already have to draw cards and shuffle and stuff, so there's already enough randomness in Magic.
Yeah.
I rather like to play like clean Magic and don't have any randomness involved there.
And I think a Hollow One, as I said, it's still a deck,
It's still a good deck.
And I mean, as we saw with Phoenix, sure, Faces Looting Ban hurts.
Yeah.
But it can still work.
Yeah, the Phoenix deck, of course, played Is a Charm in that spot.
Yeah.
And it did work. He got to discard it. He had
he got to counter something.
Yeah, he had the Final of Promise to basically flash it back, even when the Phoenix one is in his hand later in the game. So, yeah, people are finding cards that kinda do what looting does.
But a bit slower. And
yeah, of course. But that's
what I like about these changes, because Modern was too fast.
Yeah.
Too fast for fair decks without very narrow game plans or very narrow hate plans.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think Modern got a lot slower, but
I think so too.
I think it got like maybe half a turn slower, but which is enough for like fair decks to compete again.
Yes.
Because all of a sudden their interaction matters. So yeah. I think Wizards accomplished what they want for now. I don't know, maybe people will find out some spicy new tech and spicy new brews that get overpowered soon. Let's just all follow Piotr Glogowski on Twitter and see what he's coming up with. So,
let's wait for Throne of Eldraine and what it will bring us.
Yeah.
So the time for the tournament round is over. All our feature matchups are done, even they didn't need extra time. So we will go for a quick break to figure out which tables we feature next round, and we see you then.
See you soon. Stay tuned.